Okay, everybody, this is Jason at Kingwood Games. We are doing box opening number 3 for Double Masters. This is a box which is 4 packs of Double Masters VIP Edition. Make sure that if you are enjoying this content that you like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. You can show us love at TCG Player. We are Kingwood Games. Alright. I'm excited. I'm also nervous. Very strange that WotC decided not to put their own shrink wrap, their branded shrink wrap on this product. I don't want to, I want to talk about something without contributing to any potential bad behavior, but there's a lot of talk on Reddit about how you can essentially buy these at Target and check the contents, because the packs are very loose from what I've heard. Like, this is the first one I've opened, so I'm not exactly sure, but from watching some other box openings, it looks like you can just kind of carefully open it without damaging the top too much, and then if you don't like the cards that are in there and that you can see through the plastic, you can just re-shrink wrap it and return it to Target or Walmart or wherever. My best advice to you is do not do that, but it is possible. I'm really hoping that if Wizards decides to print a second wave of these, that they put their own shrink wrap on them. That's really cool. If you look inside, it's all the different swords that come in the set. It's pretty sweet. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Once again, they just smell good. There's nothing like the smell of fresh Magic cards. The foiling process, man, is so good on these cards, just compared to a lot of other sets. Four, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we've got a rare. So what is that? 8 uncommons. Okay, it's a Masterwork of Ingenuity. And I believe, yeah, this is the first time this card's been in foil. Got another rare. Hey, it's a Rugged Prairie. Okay, not too bad. Got, oh, okay. We're already to our showcase cards. Got another Brainstorm. This one's foil. And okay, Kalia. Now Kalia has been popping up a lot in these packs. I just recently took my Kalia deck apart. I may actually just rebuild it because this art is just straight fire. I am a huge fan of this art. I don't know if you guys can see how pretty that is, but I really like it quite a bit. I think it's really cool. Also, I love this Brainstorm. Now, this is value-wise, we got pretty hosed here. I mean, maybe, I don't know, I gotta look up the value of these. I would assume this Brainstorm and foil is probably $40. Kalia is probably 30 or 40 right now. I do expect them both to go up. Nothing too exciting in our rares. It's nice to get a foil Rugged Prairie, and it matches our Kalia, so those go side by side. That's pretty cool. And then we've got, of course, all of these, man, not to be too controversial, but obviously, man, these Noah Bradley lands are, the timing on that was very unfortunate for Wizards of the Coast here. Oh, wow, now that is cool. This was worth over $100 at one point in time. Now, I would wager it probably ends up about $10. A lot of these are going to get opened, but that is still really cool to have. I mean, it's gorgeous art. I love John Avon. He's my favorite portrait landscape artist in the game. So All right, keep this moving along here. Also, and we didn't really hit too many spicy foil commons or uncommons either in that pack, so the island's great. Overall, it's probably $100 worth of value, so, you know, if you bought that, you probably wouldn't feel too bad. And if you were hunting for that Kalia, well, you'd be ecstatic, because it is just as cool. It looks just as pretty as you were hoping it would. Really, really nice Kalia. Now, because I don't plan to reseal these and return them anywhere, I'm just going to go ahead and maul my box, because I want to get this open. Alright. Well, I like that token. That's pretty cool, right? Foil Merit Lage. Now, this is not my favorite Merit Lage token. I think it's the same art on all of them, but the promo one from back in the day is really cool. And I like the legendary framing on the Ultimate Masters token. This one is just, it's washed out. There's not a ton of color there, right? Like, not a huge fan. Got another foil Teamer Battle Rage. Okay, we are at our uncommons. We've got 2 more packs to go after this. 1, 2, 3. Hey, this card used to be great in Commander. There was a time where this card could actually put your commander on the bottom of your deck, and people hated that card for good reason. Okay, we are at our first foil. It is a rare. It is a Master Transmuter. Okay. Are we sick and tired of seeing this card yet? Let's give it another good 10 years before we reprint Master Transmuter. A lot of these same cards. Oh, it's a foil Geth. Okay. Well, what was I opened a card in the first box that I said was the Avenger of Zendikar. I found a mythic that I wanted to open less than Avenger of Zendikar. I forgot Geth was even in the set, to be quite honest with you. Oh boy, that just does not feel good, but we got an Urza's Power Plant, and we got a Batterskull. Okay. Well, we'll hope for better luck in our next couple of packs here. Man, it's so great to see these Johnny Avon lands. Hey, all right. It's another card that was probably close to $100 before this reprint. I wonder where it is now. All right, so the Batterskull is very pretty, and I mean, look, the Power Plant's very pretty too. I think we did worse value-wise in this one than we did in the last one. Probably going to be shy of that $100 price tag there. Now, if you were getting these packs at the $70 to $80 range, which I know some people did, you're doing pretty well. I mean, it's going to be, I think, almost impossible to not break even. And I think one thing you guys should be aware of is that the VIP packs, well, a lot of them will be opened, are a much better investment than the VIP boxes. Or sorry, not the just the regular Double Masters boxes. So if you have, some money to put into your hobby, and it's not going to hurt you to buy some packs, you want to have some fun, go with the VIP packs. Don't buy the booster boxes. The booster boxes are so much more of a gamble, and to be quite honest, the most you're going to hope to open out of a booster box is going to be, probably in the $500 to $600 range worth of cards, and you can spend a third of the money that you spend on that box on a pack of VIP, and still get really lucky and hit, in that same value range. And I think the showcases will appreciate over time. They're taking a hit now. Once again, another foil Teamer Battle Rage. It's a great card. All right. Got a Hongify. Ooh, foil Crop Rotation. That's cool. This is definitely our best pack for the uncommon value so far. Okay, you got a foil Tuk Tuk, followed by a foil Avacyn. Now that is really cool. Okay, I don't hate that, and we still have our showcase cards to go too. Look at that, really beautiful, man. That I like the new legendary framing. I was kind of on the fence about it when it came out in Dominaria, but I like it. All right, we've got a wow, another power plant out of the same booster box. Well, you know, 4-card booster box for VIP Masters. And oh, okay, we got a Sword of War and Peace. I don't hate it. Not my favorite sword, but I think we broke even here. Between Avacyn and the sword, I think we did okay. And oh, look at that, another foil island. Wow. Wow, that is really cool. Okay. So I think we did okay there, guys. I think we did okay. You know, like I said, we're not making anything on these, but all of these will appreciate. You know, I mean, Tron is still a great deck in Modern, and I mean, it's going to get built a lot more because of Double Masters. I mean, they reprinted almost the entire deck in Double Masters, so I expect these lands to go up in value, and I have no plans on keeping them, so or you know, using them rather. So I'll hold on to them until they appreciate. I'll look to get out of them down the road. You know, maybe $50 a pop. Okay, we have 1 box left, and this is for all the marbles. We are overall definitely down about, I would say about $20 on the purchase price of all this. But that doesn't include this box, so effectively we're down 120. So we're gambling here. Let's see, can we hit a Force of Will or a Monocrypt? I would also be very, very content with that Sword of Feast and Famine, because number one, Thomas Baxa is one of my favorite Magic artists, and I've met him a bunch of times. He's actually been working on a playmat for me over the course of the last 4 years or so. It's a Maelstrom Wonder playmat, and he just adds something to it every time I see him. Now, of course, you know, with COVID-19, there have been no conventions. I haven't been able to get it worked on in about a year, but I'm eager to get back out there and meet up with him at a convention again, so we can keep working on it. It's really cool. And anyway, he did the art for Sword of Feast and Famine, and if you haven't seen it, go and look it up because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's probably the best sword art of all time, in my opinion. But I am a little biased because I love Thomas Baxa. I'm always happy to give him some positive shout-outs. Okay, we got a Wound Reflection. Now, I wonder what this is going for, because the base one was over $10 before this reprint. And it is a pretty strong card. I mean, there are commander decks that can literally win on the spot if people don't have interaction for this card. So I'm going to say this foil is probably about $10, which is pretty ho-hum. And wow, that is really not where we want to be. That is an Adaptive Automaton. At one point, this was a very expensive card. Well, you know, it was like $10. Definitely fallen from grace. Just doesn't get played in a lot of places anymore. And let's see, our showcase crop rotation. Mixed feelings about this. I love Mark Poole. I think the art is beautiful. But the value on this, I'm going to say, has got to be in the $25 to $30 range. Our mythic is, hey, it's a Dark Confidant. Well, you know, I don't hate that. I think that art is fine. It's not Mark Zug's finest work, but I'm always happy to have a piece of art from him. And, you know, it's a fantastic card. I mean, you know, Commander, Modern, wherever, it's a strong card. So, okay, let's see. See where foil lands are. It's a swamp, not bad. Okay. Now that's interesting. My human soldier token is creased. I don't know if you guys can see that, but up in this corner, it's damaged. That's weird. Wonder how that happened. Okay guys, well, let's look at the damage here. We got a total of 8 showcase cards. And you know, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a retrospect for this VIP opening, and kind of go into the prices and where I think things will end up. I will say this, I think now is an absolute terrible time to get rid of any of these cards. If you have showcases, you need to hold them, and you probably want to hold them for a good amount of time. I seem to have misplaced a rare here, but what would it have been? I don't know. We won't worry about that too much. Okay, we got the Dark Confidant, the Sword, the Batter Skull. So we opened a total of 4 mythics, correct? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 rares. Strangely, out of the same booster we got, or the same box, we got 2 power plants. Now, it does appear strange on the surface, but the truth is there are only 40 possible showcases that you can open. So I would expect that if you bought a booster box of this, you probably would have, you know, at least 1 duplicate. I think that's pretty normal, judging, you know, by the fact that there are only 40 of these. So only so many cards are going to fit in those slots. I'll tell you, the art on these is gorgeous. The foiling is really good. I am completely impressed with these in person, and I've been waiting to see them. I mean, you know, you look at this art, and while this is not the best sword, the art is just absolutely gorgeous. The foiling is gorgeous. You know, I'm going to sleeve these as soon as this video is over because I don't want them to curl. I don't know how much they will curl because it looks really good, but you never know, and it's always better to be safe than sorry. So let's see, in that last box we got, I would assume that Dark Confidant's probably about 50 to 60 right now, and maybe it's a little bit less, and I believe that's where we opened the crop rotation, so we're probably fairly close to even on that last box. I'd say overall we're probably down about 20 to 30. But on a long enough timeline, you know, we'll hold on to some of these. I think within 6 months to a year, they'll start to tick back up a little bit. And I think, you know, a lot of these cards people are sleeping on, like the crop rotation and the brainstorm. Yes, they are commons, but they're very strong cards. They're some of the strongest cards in Magic's history, and they look really beautiful. You know, I think they're going to end up being fairly iconic. So, you know, we'll hold these, we'll see where they are in 6 months to a year. I'm probably going to open more. So yeah, alright, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe. I'll be bringing lots of other content to you guys in the future. I really appreciate any support. And once again, you can always find my shop. I am Kingwood Games on TCG Player. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.